Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sam 577 is back with another 1/400 scale model unboxing, and this time it is the Gemini Jets Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Salmon Livery. This does have a native name, but I unfortunately will not be able to pronounce that because I would just completely botch it. But the meaning of the name does mean salmon people. So pretty cool that they have a it's kind of like a livery for the native people of Alaska. So it's pretty cool that Alaska Airlines did this. This is replacing, well, it did replace the old Salmon 37 aircraft that had the full photo of a salmon on the aircraft, which is another really cool one. But this is the new rendition of it. But really happy to have this model in the collection. Picked this up at the Minneapolis Collectors Fair that just happened on October 11th. One of the 3 aircraft that I did pick up. And again, really happy to have this one. There was 2 of them there. I almost picked this up at DG a couple of months ago, but just kind of said, nah, just picked up something else. But I was glad that they still had this one there because this is a really nice looking airplane. So, go to the box here, standard Gemini Jets box here. So the 25th anniversary, 1998 to 2023. So this is a couple of years old, I believe already. But then you have the 2D image of the aircraft with Alaska Airlines right there. If you'd like to pause the video, you're more than welcome to go ahead and read up all that information about the 737NG and the 800, where the aircraft does sit. It's your typical Gemini Jets box. And again, once again, a 2023 release. So let's go ahead and get the aircraft out of the box here. First impressions from when I got it, extremely nice model. Again, Gemini, I want to say it's the 737s could be a little hit or miss, but this one, they did a fantastic job on it. There's nothing wrong with this aircraft whatsoever. So we have the aircraft unboxed. Let's go ahead and get some close-ups here for you all. All right, everyone, now that we do have the aircraft unboxed, let's go ahead and, like we said, let's get some close-ups of it because there's a lot of good details on this aircraft. So at the front, we do have that name right here. Again, I will not be able to pronounce that, unfortunately, because, again, I will just botch that. But right underneath of it, you can see, it's kind of hard to see, but it does say Salmon People right there. And then it does say operated by Alaska Airlines. You have your One World title right next to that boarding door. And then you have the fantastic looking livery here. I mean, it just looks truly phenomenal. I've yet to be able to see this one in person. I do know there was a little while back, they were supposed to schedule it to come into Minneapolis, but obviously they did a aircraft swap. But I mean, hopefully one of these days I will be able to see it. And let's see if I can zoom in on the inside of that winglet, because you will be able to see the design of the tail is on the inside of that winglet too. Try to see if I can get, there you go. Really cool looking winglet. It wasn't focused. There it is. So they did move the Alaska title kind of to the middle of the fuselage. Your standard CFM56 engines, your overwing exits, and the registration is November 559 Alpha Sierra. And again, the really cool looking tail design. I mean, they really did just such a fantastic job for this livery. Just creative and all that. It's just very well done. Giving a heads-on view, no wing flex whatsoever in this. Just looking really fantastic. I mean, really, really nice overall, done by Gemini. Then we come over to the other side here. You have your forward cargo bin door, and then you also have your aft cargo bin door back there. You have your tail strike pad, your APU back here as well. Then we flip it to the belly of the aircraft. We have the Gemini Jets logo, the stand hole, main gear wheel well, and all that. Just such a really nice, really, really nice aircraft that Gemini did do on this one. So let's go ahead, get everything set up over here for you all so we can get. So we'll do the typical, going over the information about this aircraft. Obviously a little bit about Alaska and all that. So we all know Alaska Airlines is headquartered out of Seattle, and try to get that a little better here for you. So yeah, headquartered out of Seattle. They have their quite a few different hubs throughout the West Coast because they are primarily a West Coast carrier, with hubs being in Anchorage, LAX, Portland, San Diego, San Francisco, Seattle, and focus cities in Boise and San Jose. We all know also as well that soon the Alaska Airlines group will have hubs in Honolulu and Kahului as well because of the Alaska Airlines and the Hawaiian Airlines merger. So it's going to be really interesting to see exactly what they will be doing with the Hawaiian Airlines brand. My fingers are extremely crossed that the Hawaiian Airlines brand does stay, even though they do say that all mainland to U.S. Hawaii to mainland and inter-island flights are going to stay under the Hawaiian Airlines brand. So I'm hoping they do stick to that promise because, Alaska is technically going to have 3 different brandings at this point because the 787s that Hawaiian have do eventually go to Alaska Airlines and they have their own separate livery as their international brand. And then you have the Chester tail, which are going to be the domestic and Caribbean and Latin America and somewhat sort of Hawaii tail, and then you have the Hawaiian Airlines brand. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what they do with them. But again, I'm fingers crossed that Hawaiian brand stays. But again, going over real quick with the 737-800 in the Alaska Airlines fleet, they do have a total of 59 737-800s in the fleet with 3 different configurations. 2 of the version seat 12 first class with 30 premium economy, and then 117 economy, and also one with 120 economy for a total of 159 and 162. And they also have another version that seats 16 in the first class, 30 premium economy, and 115 in regular economy for a total of 161. So a couple different variations of it. I'm assuming they're probably retrofitting it to the 159 because 53 of them are like that and only 6 subtypes. So I can only imagine they're going to 159. But I think that pretty much is going to wrap it up for this video. Really highly recommend this aircraft. Again, if you're doing any Alaska hubs, if you're just an Alaska Airlines fan, this is such a great aircraft for you to pick up. So thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned. I got quite a few more videos coming out with some model aircraft, and I will see you all in the next one.